What is good? Day 18? 19? Let's have a quick check. Day 18. So this should have been done yesterday. Therefore, I'm doing it today. So it should be 18, 19. Yep. Okay. Day 18/19. Yesterday. Wow. Just so tiring. Did get a lot done in terms of outlining my script, which was good. Got released, and then all right. Okay. So someone wants something from you, yeah? Like, are you available? Are you free? Can you do this? Can you speak Japanese? Can you send me your pictures? All this kind of stuff. So yeah, okay. Reply. And then nothing. So you're kind of thinking, does this guy not know how to do this job? Or didn't you get picked? Or really, this is how people really do their job? My scene partner said a great thing, and that is, if they want you, they're going to contact you. So from now, as a reminder, because I have been doing it before, you should think to yourself, you know what, if they ask you to do all this stuff, you don't have any not incentive, you don't need to prompt them to ask them, well, what's up, like, are you looking at me or not? Because they've asked for all this stuff, you've given it to them, and they haven't replied. So you've done your part. Ball is in their court. If they want you, they'll contact you. And if you're booked on something else, then hey, that's a lesson for them for next time, to just do their job better, right? That's not down to you. You weren't being rude or anything. You, in fact, supplied them with name, number, contact details, headshots, CV, etc. Okay. So, as yesterday was so tiring, the alarm went off, but I ignored it. That was the mental part of my brain kicking in. I kind of felt in myself that I wouldn't be going to the gym today anyway. And I didn't put it in my head to go to the gym the day before. So if you don't do that as a focal point, then of course you're not going to be in the right mindset to go to the gym the following day. So in any of your challenges, you do have to be obsessive. You do have to keep drilling it to yourself, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm doing, and so on and so forth. Otherwise it just becomes tailing off. So yeah, with the 30-day challenge, you could quote unquote say that I failed, but this is me documenting what needs to be done for the next 30 days. And we only get, how many do we get? Calculate the time. We only get 12 30-day challenges per year. I knew that. I was just right. So overslept, thinking that's what my body needs because I've been working so hard at this job, quote unquote. Woke up, saw an email to say, could I do a self-tape for another thing that they're thinking of casting me for. So just finished the video maybe half an hour ago. Did all my inserts, B-roll, dubbing, etc. Uploaded it to YouTube unlinked and did a WeTransfer link. I guess, you know what, at their end, because they're the middle person on behalf of the casting director/director, you can't really expect them to give you the information on time. You can only know your faculties. You can only deal with yourself. And how you split up the time. Now, for me with the self-tape, I knew I was going to edit it, and I knew that I needed to break down each individual part. So what could I use from the sample that they gave me? I use that as a template. So that's a skeleton. So I'll take the audio out of that. Just a little Adobe Premiere tutorial, kind of how I do things. So that's on one track. So I mute that, and then I disable the image on the other one. Then on each one, I see where the cuts are to kind of play into where I need the inserts. So there's a tight shot on the noodles, for example. There's a tight shot on me eating, etc., etc. And then I look at what audio is being done and how it's being done. Is it being done live, quote unquote live? Generally, 99.9% of commercials are ADR, after the fact. So I knew that, and I did the video for certain parts of it, and then I did ADR for that afterwards. Put it all together. In total, I would say maybe 3 hours spent doing all of that, including cooking the noodles. And yeah, all wrapped up, all nice. Send the email over, no reply just yet. Sent it maybe 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. Yeah. So what to expect? Nothing. I've done my job now. It's down to the casting director and so on and so forth, whether that gets done. Yeah, no real profound thoughts today. Just more like quick, clear observations about how to go about your business. I watched the Uta Hagen videos on YouTube, the masterclass. Now checking out this Stella Adler one. I'm not a fan of Meisner, but I appreciate that that's an approach that some actors take, and therefore when I meet a fellow actor who is a Meisner practitioner, let's say, I know how to get the best out of the scene, out of the story with that scene partner. So it's good that I have experience with Meisner, yeah. So even though you think X isn't beneficial to you, it's good to have knowledge of, because it could be beneficial to someone else. Therefore, in order to serve the story, you two can play off each other in the sense that for the story, you know, you will find out their tendencies through the techniques that they are using with their craft. Okay, that needs to be tidied up a lot. Okay, okay. So there's this new BBC pilot called Chinese Burn, and it's on BBC Three. I've just discovered that BBC Three isn't a terrestrial channel anymore, meaning it's not a channel that you can actually see on an actual television. It's all web-based now. Whether that's a good thing or bad thing, I don't know. Maybe the BBC are running out of funding. Okay, but I will say that it's a comedy. Why so triggered? Why are you trolling so much? On the forum that I'm in Facebook, there's this guy just trolling the fuck out of this program, saying this and that is stereotypical, it doesn't represent Asians in a good light. Stop, it's a comedy. Yeah, for me, comedy, there aren't any boundaries in comedy. When you make observations, they can be racist, but in the sense of a comedy, you address that. If Patrice O'Neill was alive today, he would say something similar, where comedy, there are no boundaries in comedy, because you're not intentionally looking to hurt an audience. You're just making a playful observation. And in terms of this show, I wouldn't call it a sketch show. In terms of this show, this comedy drama, they're taking real life situations which have happened, and they're turning the volume knobs, you know, to certain degrees, to say, look, this is what happens or has happened to us in casting in real life, and how we are depicted. So this needs to go on screen anyway, because it's still happening, but we think it's funny, and you should think it's funny too. And in order to kill this stereotype, we'll have it on screen first, and then maybe you can recognize that this is what you're doing, laugh about it, and then let's move on. So I think these girls have done a great job, and from here it can only help us to say, you know, sell certain projects. For example, I currently have an idea for my pitch line at the moment would be Chinese burn, but with male characters. That's short and simple, sweet, right? Anyone that hasn't watched Chinese burn, you can just say it's about 3 Asian sisters who come together and explore London, right? And the stereotypes involved with Asian society, something like that. Anyway, I'm rambling, so need to recover, as you can probably hear. Be well. Yeah, I've just hit over 500,000 views on all my videos, so thank you to everyone that's subscribed. At the moment it says 296 subscribers. Thank you to everyone that watches my videos and makes comments. Yeah, and let's go for 1 million. Like, there's no rush. I'm just saying, you know, I feel happy that people are watching my videos and getting enjoyment out of them, and yeah, all the better for the future. All right, peace out.